We are New England hunters.
We hunt New England. We hunt New England.
We hunt New England.
We hunt New England. We hunt New England.
We hunt New England.
We hunt New England. We hunt New England.
We hunt New England.
In 2009, staffer Trent Theriault and his father, pro staff Dennis Theriault, received a moose permit. On this hunt, Dennis and Trent were joined by Trent's grandparents, Marianne and Leland Theriault, and myself on camera. Many pre-season trips up into the northern region by Dennis, Trent, and myself were made in the pre-scouting periods to locate moose and to find out where we wanted to hunt on opening day. We found many moose in the pre-season, but when the time comes to hunt a moose, things definitely change and they're not exactly where you left them.
All right, we're here in northern woods of Maine, in Jackman, Maine. We're at Dennis Theriault and Trent Theriault, both pro staff of MaineHunters.com. And we're going on a moose hunt. We're anticipating this is the day before the moose hunt. Tomorrow morning, what time are we going to be in the woods, guys?
5:15.
5:15 before the sun comes up. We're going to be waiting for that moose to come out. So that Trent here, he's the one who drew the permit. The alternate permittee here, what do they call it? Not alternate permittee.
Sub-permittee.
But we're going to see what happens. We're going to try to unfold this on a great hunt here for MaineHunters.com and Trent Theriault with his first moose. And we've picked out some, Dad here has picked out some big ones for Trent. And he's been up here for, well, better part of 2 months off and on scouting these woods. And all the way from when we started bear hunting up here in Jackman area.
Back on August 1st.
In August. So we've got quite a few hours out there. And I've got a few. I know Dennis has got way more than I do. And Trent there, he's just along for the ride. He's going to be the trigger man. So he's going to do all the work pulling the trigger.
And it's going to be one cold week.
Northern woods, it's not like it used to be. Ride around and find a moose on the side of the road and call a guy with a skidder and come in and haul it out for you. We've got to do all the work. We got winches, we got come-alongs, we've got four wheels, we've got everything we need, four-wheel drive vehicles to get this moose out whole and get it back to the tagging station after we've harvested it. And I'm psyched. How about you guys? What do you
I'm
think?
psyched. Are you excited yet, young man?
Yeah, I'm looking for that state record, but at the end of the week I'll probably shoot a little one.
But he's got high hopes for the first 4 days of shooting a real nice bull moose. Up here he can only shoot a bull moose, so we just got to go with that. And we definitely have seen some bull moose up here, and we've got a few picked out. And hopefully they play the game properly and come out where Trent can get a shot at one, get a good ethical shot on one, and we're going to try to capture it on video.
If we shoot a moose, my mom and dad come along. They're both in their 70s.
Exactly.
Maybe we can get them on film.
Yeah, Dennis's mom is, how old's her mom?
77.
77 years old. You look on our website, she shoots a deer almost every year. She shoots a turkey every spring. And she's 77 years old, and she's quite a gal, because she gets out there and she does it by herself. She sits in tree stands from the morning until the sun sets in the cold November days during rifle season. here in the state of Maine with snow on the ground and up in a tree. She still climbs trees at her age and sits in tree stands. It's pretty remarkable. In fact, she's going to be in a tree stand sitting behind Trent and I on me on camera, and Trent and Dennis shooting tomorrow, and she's going to be right there. She's going to be out, it's going to be pitch black and cold, and she's going to be right out there with us. And Dad's going to be right there along too. So it's a pretty good family affair we got going here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. That's all I can say. It's off to the butcher after that, right?
Taxidermy shop first.
Taxidermy shop and filling that freezer. So, but I don't know of any good taxidermists. So if you folks know of one, let us know. Actually, Dennis Theriault's taxidermy is best in this area. So. You guys have anything to do with moose shot in the state of Maine, deer, bear, any of that stuff, you want a good taxidermist, give Dennis a call. And beyond that, hopefully Dennis will get to retire someday and just hunt with the rest of us all the time. He won't have to do taxidermy for the rest of his life and work so much. But he's working on that real hard. And Dennis helps us an awful lot at MaineHunters.com. He puts a lot of things together for us. And without him, we probably wouldn't have MaineHunters.com. So. And we're bringing Trent right along on the next part of it here, and I think we've got a pretty good team and all the rest of the guys. I wish the rest of the guys could be here actually, but this is the three of us, and we're going to see what happens.
After our little talk about back at the camp, we decided to hop in the truck and do a little bit more scouting on the last day before the season opened up. We went to an area that we hadn't done a lot of scouting in, that was close by camp, and it didn't take long, and we found this nice bull. It wasn't the bull that Dennis and Trent were really looking for, but yet it was a respectable bull, and we kept it in the back of our minds for another day. It's opening morning. Mom Theriault, Dennis, and Trent, and myself work our way into the blind to sit a clear cut for most of the day on opening day. That was our plan. We sat till afternoon time, and then Dennis, Trent, and I take a walk checking out clear cuts in the area from where we were already hunting. There's a great road system that allows you to walk about, check out cuttings over knolls and hills. It's always a great sign that fall is here when the Canadian geese are heading south. On our walk, Dennis spots something down in the woods on the edge of the clear cut. It's a moose. Dennis decides to get out his field glasses, see if he can identify this moose. Not being able to identify, he makes a few calls. The moose is never seen or heard of again in this location. As we return back to where Mom Theriault is waiting for us back at the blind, she's in her tree stand, fast asleep. Day 2 comes with rain and snow, sleet, hail. It was a nasty day. Mom Theriault decides to stay in the truck, where if we fire down in where the blind is, she'll be able to hear it, and then she can make the truck in to see what has happened for the day. We sit most of the day out in our blind, and again, we don't see any moose down through this clear cut. After getting soaking wet and cold, we decided to do a little heater hunting for the rest of the day and hope for a better day on Wednesday. On October 14th, the third day of the moose hunting season, we woke up to find plenty of snow. The snow was a welcome relief because it was much easier to spot the moose way back in the cuttings at 500, 600, 800 yards. Although we had a hard time finding a bull moose, which was what we had to harvest, on this day, Trent has his opportunity. With just one moose call by the electronic device that we were using for calling moose, first moose appears.
Take a good shot.
Well,
There's a moose.
it looks like it's over, Trent.
Nice going, buddy.
Not a big one, but it's a moose.
Nice going. There she goes.
Got our work at our first off.
Hey, at least it's not a big one. Get out of here. We are way out in the woods, folks. We've got a cow moose up here on the hill still looking at us.
With the moose down on the ground, Dennis and Trent head over to take their first look at the moose, and then the work begins of getting this moose out to the truck. This is where doing your homework and being prepared pays off. We brought all the necessary equipment to pull this moose out without the use of four-wheel drive, ATVs, skidders, or any of the above. We used a simple capstan winch, and as you'll see, we pulled this moose out well over a mile using this capstan winch, and everybody came home with the bat they started with.
Well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and there it is, all the way down there to those two pickup trucks. And we'll have a moose out to a truck. We've been about an hour so far, and we should probably be down there within the next hour.
I hope you got that.
I did.
Look at him, still going by himself.
Pro staff Mike Horning was lucky enough to get drawn for a New Hampshire moose tag. On his hunt, everything was going well, but like most hunts, things happen very quickly. Cameras don't get a chance to get turned on when the opportunity of a lifetime for a moose of this magnitude steps in front of you. Mike took his shot, and they were able to capture some immediate footage upon arriving at the scene of the moose.
Get that for
That's a beauty. Oh boy. Oh man. What a shot though. I saw an antler and I saw a shoulder. All I saw. Oh. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of this animal.
Yep, he's a monster.
Wow.
Is that awesome, Caroline?
Yeah,
Oh my
it
goodness.
is awesome.
That's a keep.
Is it? I got no idea.
That's a beauty.
I know I'm happy with him. The shot is what I'm happy with.
Say I ain't got no sheds